And today what I'm going to talk about is the Dometic SZ Thermostat. We got called out here. The problem was that the furnace is on, the air conditioner is on. Oh my gosh, this is going crazy. And at the end of the day, it turned out to be just understanding how this thermostat works. So I wanted to take a few minutes and explain how this works because it might help you as well. So you may not like my analogy, maybe you'll love my analogy, I don't know, but let's look at this thing as having 4 doors. We have door number 1, which is the fan speed. We have door number 2, which is cool. We have door number 3, which is furnace, and we have door number 4, which is off. Think of these as 4 separate doors, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the fan speed. What does that say? AU, the fan speed is an auto, okay? As compared to high or low. I'm going to leave it in auto right now. Next door is cool. We have it set to 70 degrees. The next door is furnace. We have it set to 68 degrees. And the next door is off. Now, here's the weird part on these furnaces. You first have to set your fan speed first. Then you can select cool or furnace. So watch this, folks. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my, right now it's probably, about 65 degrees in this coach right now. Okay, well, obviously it's warmer than 70, okay? Now, I just turned it on cool, so I opened up my cool door so my air conditioner is on, okay? Now watch this. I don't know if you can hear the fan, but the fan is on low, okay? So let's go back to fan speed. Okay, we're in auto. I can make my air conditioner run on high or low. I'm going to put it on high. What's going to happen is the fan is going to turn off, which it just did, and it's going to come back on high. Okay, so now my fan speed is on high. I just put it on low here. So what's going to happen is it's going to turn off, turn back on low. That's low. So hear that?
Tired of wrestling your manometer onto the line? The LP Tap Jig Quick Connect system snaps on in seconds. Choose from multiple tap and accessory options to build the kit that's right for you. Scan the QR code to build yours today.
So, fan speed. I can use this strictly as a fan, a high fan or a low fan. Did I say air conditioner? No, I did not. Did I say furnace? No, I did not. I said it's a fan. If I'm in auto mode, the AU, it's not going to do anything. The AU only comes into play during the air conditioner cool mode. That's the only time AU comes into play with little asterisks on it. Because if I put it in AU and I go to furnace, the fan will not turn on. So I want to talk about cool right now. If my thermostat is in AU and I have my set point, I'm going to use some analogies here. Let's say it's 70 degrees right now. I turn on my air conditioner. I set it to AU. So thermostat fan speed is set to AU, 70 degrees in my coach. Okay. As the temperature starts to get warmer, if I'm between 5 degrees of my set point, my fan on my air conditioner is going to go on low speed. 5 degrees of my set point, my fan's going to go on low speed. As soon as I get to the 6 degrees, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 degrees, away from my set point, it's going to go on high speed. But when it goes from low speed to high speed, this thermostat, the SZ thermostat, is going to turn the air conditioner fan off and back on again. And there's like a 2-second delay. I have gone on service calls where people think there's something wrong with their air conditioner because of this delay. It'll be a hot summer day, and their air conditioner, they'll say, the air conditioner, something's wrong with it. It's turning on and off. All day long it's turning on and off. What it's doing, folks, is it's going from high speed to low speed, and when it turns itself off, there's that 2-second interval between high speed and low speed. Make sense? You will also maybe hear your compressor continuing to run. There's nothing wrong with your compressor running with no fan on. Nothing at all. It's a whole separate motor system up there that's circulating all the coolant around. Okay? Make sense? Now let's do some demonstrations. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the thermostat in auto fan, and then I'm going to start playing around with the cooling temperature. And you're going to hear this thing jumping around on us, okay? Here we go. So, auto. I got my fan speed locked into auto. Cool. I'm set. I want it to be 55 degrees in here. That's how cold I want it to be. So what's going to happen? High fan. It's on high. Okay? I'm going to bring it up. You're trying to find that 5-degree spot. There. Compressor still running. Came back on low. Did you hear that? So I went at 72. Okay? At 72. If you heard it, I don't know if it picked it up on the camera, but you heard the compressor continuing to run, but the fan was much louder, and now the fan's quieter. Fan's on auto, We're just playing with the temperature, simulating temperature increasing and decreasing. So now I'm going to go way up. It's certainly not 84 degrees in here. What's going to happen now? Anybody? It's going to turn itself off. There you go. He's convinced it's not 84 degrees. So with that demonstration, we went through the showing you how the fan's going to go from high to low to off because my fan's an auto. Another demonstration. It's an auto. I'm going to lock it in low. Okay. Remember I went to 55 degrees and he went on high? What's going to happen now? There's my air conditioner. I'm on low. I'm going to go to cool. I'm going to go down to 55. Remember last time when I was in auto, 55 put me in high speed, didn't it? There. I've locked my fan speed into low. I've set my temperature to 55. Anybody? 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 He's going to stay on low forever. So for those of you in the South, we moved our business up here from Texas a couple years ago, and I would just tell people down in Texas, lock your thermostat into high and get it out of auto, and that'll prevent it from doing this cycling thing when it gets right on that buffer of that 5-degree thing. Just lock it on high and be done with it. Or lock it on low and be done with it. Watch this. I can make 55 degrees and make it be on high. I'm on high. What's going to happen? He's going to turn off, turn back on high. That's on high. He will stay on high. I'm going to put it back to auto. Okay. All I've done is I've turned the fan to auto. That's the only thing I've done. I have not touched my temperature. He turned off. So see how auto's the off? Okay, folks. Let me mention one more thing. Some of you might have this thing in Celsius and Fahrenheit, and it's really, really, really simple to change. You just touch your two up and down arrows right here, or your plus and minus. So here it says 68. Touch them, and now it's 20 Celsius. Touch them, back to Fahrenheit. Okay? If that added value to you in any way, give us a thumb up. That's how you can thank us. If you like these types of videos on your RV, tips and tricks, and also any maintenance that we do, subscribe to our channel. Share it with your friends. And always, happy campers say my RV works.
RV techs, how much time do you waste changing LP test setups, twisting fittings onto manometer tubing, and moving from one test point to the next, only to wear out or damage the tubing in the process? The LP Tap Jig Quick Connect system makes LP testing faster and easier. Start with the main jig assembly, then add the taps you need: flare, burner, valve, regulator, or pass-through. One manometer, multiple test locations. Just snap into the tap you need and keep testing. Spend less time changing fittings and more time diagnosing LP system problems. Build your kit your way. Scan the QR code or visit myrvworks.com/QD Tap Jig Create. Tap in, test fast, get it right.